Alright guys, I think it's time we finally talk about this entire raw selvage denim trend that's been going on, because as most of you know, for the past 2-3 years, selvage denim and raw denim has been a huge menswear staple. It's been a huge menswear push. Everybody's been hopping on the trend, whether it's influencers, whether it's just fashion aficionados, whether it's just consumers that don't even know what they're buying. Raw denim and selvage denim is everywhere. It's available in all different price points. It's available in all different looks. But with that, there is a subcategory or subculture of fashion, or a fashion community, I should say, that has differing feelings and a very interesting perspective on the selvage denim and raw denim trend. And you know, having collected raw selvage denim essentially my entire life, I also have some very interesting ideas and perspectives on it, because I've seen this trend come and go. I've seen it in a very, granted, different light or a different kind of look per se, but I have my own thoughts on it. Now, there are a lot of people that feel like the fact that selvage denim is trending is gonna kind of muddy the allure that it has, that it's gonna muddy the look. It's gonna kind of take away from the heart of what raw selvage denim is, take away from the heart of what raw denim is. And I guess to a degree that can be true, because on one hand, I do recognize that it is essentially kind of like a crutch, or it is kind of like a cheat code to grow, let's say, men's fashion YouTube or grow men's fashion TikTok. It is literally like the meta right now. It's the meta loadout to be able to grow your fashion persona online. It is the social media crutch. But the thing is, to a degree, I also feel like that's a good thing. And I know that sounds crazy, but let me explain why. The first time that selvage denim began trending in the 2011, 2012, 2013 kind of era, when it started to really crest very high in popularity, with that, we began funding a lot of different brands and a lot of different mills to do incredible things with raw denim and to kind of progress the fabric, the idea, the look of raw selvage denim forward. Especially because fits were wildly different at that point. Everything was going super slim, super skinny, as tight to the body as possible. And with that, we started the advancement of stretch denim. And now stretch denim at first is a staple essentially in not just denim jeans, but also in other garments. I mean, you know, these are the advancements that occur when you have a trending garment. And, you know, back then, at first, stretch denim was kind of looked down upon as well. And it was also like, wow, what are we doing? Are we really doing this? We're ruining denim. We're ruining raw selvage denim. We're ruining Japanese heritage. We're ruining American heritage. These were the things that people were saying. Does that sound familiar, guys? I mean, dude, it's literally the same exact thing that's happening now. Granted, it's just a different fashion ecosystem, because menswear and men's fashion happens to be more popular. We also have more exposure to content than we've ever have, and also things are getting baggier, things are getting wider, things are getting very relaxed and drapey. And you know, it's just, in my opinion, I feel like it's a very good thing, because it's time that we go through another fashion advancement for raw selvage denim, for the fabric. And I think it's time that we give another wave of popularity to the raw denim jean to be able to push it forward. And essentially what I mean by that is, if you take a look at, you know, 2 years ago, the raw selvage denim world versus now, I mean, 2 years ago it was incredibly difficult to find a wide leg raw selvage denim jean, anything remotely past a straight leg jean. Now you have them everywhere, and you have them at all different price points. You have them in budget friendly price points. You have them at mid-range. You have them at high price points. You have them at luxury, which has made it accessible for people who enjoy that type of look to also enjoy raw selvage denim. And with that, you're also allowing brands to express themselves utilizing this fabric that they otherwise might not have done before. I mean, nowadays we have not only the regular 5-pocket raw denim jean, but we've also got pleated denims, we've got linen selvage denims, we've got military Gurkha style raw denim, we've got cargo style raw denim. We have some of the most interesting raw selvage denim jeans and raw selvage denim pants that we've ever seen. We've never had more variety in raw denim before than we do now, and that is because of the crest or the popularity of the raw selvage denim jeans trend that we're going through right now. And with that, it also leads me into my second point that, for years and years and years, there was only like 3 or 4 Japanese denim mills that supplied literally the entire world with all of the Japanese raw selvage denim that was used to make clothes, all of the raw denim that was made literally anywhere, especially in America. And for such a long time, brands were using the same fabric. Different brands would use one fabric for one season, and then the next season another brand would use the same exact fabric, and we just had this going on behind the scenes that not a lot of people know about. The industry was very difficult at that time when it came to raw denim because there was so much competition for one fabric. I mean, I've heard brands that literally have had to wait a year and a half because one brand was doing essentially an entire buyout that the factory, or the mill I should say, in Japan had to focus on before they could move on to their lot. And it's just crazy to think about how at one point there was so much of this competition for one fabric, and now we're starting to see there's more mills making fabric. You're also seeing other countries embracing raw denim and making their own types of fabrics, and that's something that I love. I mean, Indonesia has been an incredible place for making raw selvage denim, and I can't wait to do a video on them. You've also got Korea making raw denim now. You've got Turkey making incredible raw denim, and hopefully we'll start seeing more Japanese mills make more denim and also just fabrics in general for clothes as well. For a long time, Japanese manufacturing in specific, while they did popularize raw denim, Japan itself has been outsourcing a lot of their clothing manufacturing to other countries, which we won't name. And with that, it's become less profitable to make these mills, and it's also just not a high-paying job, and a lot of these artisanal traditions have been kind of dying out. I've been to the factories, I've been to the mills, I've seen this firsthand, and while Japanese fabrics and textile making has been more popular than it's ever been, I also hope that with that, Japanese manufacturing and Japanese-made clothing will also follow suit, which is kind of my next point, that, when you fund these trends, when you fund a garment or a style that you really like and it becomes like a base of your wardrobe, you also allow for experimentation and you also allow for expansion. I mean, brands like Samurai never would have been able to do the 100% truly Japanese cotton-made jeans if we had never bought into it, if we had never funded it. We did that together when we bought from Samurai. This is why I think the trend itself can be a good thing, and why I hope that it leads to better fabric development and it leads to just more incredible raw selvage denim over time, with experimentation, with exciting new brands coming out, with exciting new mills, with interesting dyes and interesting weaving techniques and interesting styles coming about from the popularity of this raw selvage denim trend. And now with that, as the trend starts to begin to die down, you will have people that might not have otherwise experimented with raw denim before kind of stay on the wave and maintain it as a base in their wardrobe, which is another good thing, because I do kind of always feel like raw selvage denim is popular to a degree. And while it might not always be cresting, it will always maintain a certain base level of consumerism, which, is a good thing for this kind of subcategory of fashion. And as I always say, that's kind of what the trends are meant to do. They're kind of meant for you to experiment with things and then make that decision if you want to, maintain that as a base, or if you kind of want to remove it from your style and move on. And that's how you grow in, your personal style journey. That's how you grow in terms of, how you want to express yourself through clothing. And it's kind of like a snowball effect where you have the crest, then it dies down, but you have more people that are interested in it than before the crest, and then it's going to crest again, then it's going to die down, and then you're going to have more people interested in it than that crest that you just had, and it's just going to keep snowballing. And that is what I am very hopeful for, is that, this subcategory of fashion is going to grow and is going to become more profitable for people to work in, especially for these Japanese artisans that are making selvage denim in their own right. I hope it's becoming more profitable for them, because I really want to see this industry grow. It is something that I love. It is something that has always been a part of my life, and it's something that I've always been excited about. So all in all, guys, I know it seems like raw selvage denim right now is a crutch for all of these menswear and men's fashion influencers to kind of grow their platforms. I know it's literally just the hottest thing right now for menswear guys who aren't influencers but are just into fashion. You know, I know it's the latest thing that they're harping on. And yeah, I see the memes about the Selvedge Denim boys. I see the content. I see the things that people say. But at the end of the day, I maintain the idea and the perspective that you can always tell who's really about it and who's really not, who really knows their stuff and who really doesn't. I mean, not just that though, we also have to allow these people to kind of feel it out and see if this is something that they want to get into, because I wasn't always into raw Selvedge denim until I was introduced to it because of a trend actually, and then it became a part of my style for the rest of my life, and it will be for the rest of my life. I owe everything to raw denim. I owe everything to Japan. I owe my whole career to Japanese Selvedge denim, because that is what got me into this, and that's what literally drove me over to Japan, why I learned the language as much as I have, why I went to these factories, and why I'm editing out this whole Selvedge Denim documentary, because it's become something that's now a base in my lifestyle, and that never would have happened if it wasn't for a trend. So guys, I don't really think it's all that much of a bad thing. If anything, I think it's a really good thing for all of us, even for just the average consumer, because you're going to get an advancement. You are going to get something that you otherwise would have never seen before from raw denim. For example, my favorite thing right now that literally just started becoming popular is the pleated dress pant style raw Selvedge denim that fades beautifully over time. It has a really interesting look and maintains a certain level of formality. I mean, I wear these to the office, dude, and I was never able to wear raw denim to the office like that until something like this came about. And that's just one of the many advancements that we're getting from raw denim that I hope continues to show itself. And I hope it continues to grow itself. So guys, you know, let's take a look at it from a different light, and let's look at it as a good thing, because honestly, the raw Selvedge denim in the fashion industry really deserves it. We can't gatekeep this stuff forever, dude. But anyways, guys, I know this was a long, all over the place video. I appreciate you sticking to the end if you did. This has just been something that I've been trying out, this kind of new format where, you know, I just kind of talk to the camera, no real script, and just kind of give you guys my thoughts, as well as kind of reveal things to myself as I'm talking to you guys, and just really seeing where my ideals fall and where they lay. And, you know, it's really interesting to be able to do that real time, and it's also interesting to see how my opinions on things change as fashion itself changes, as the industry itself changes, and as raw denim itself changes as well. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for the love. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you guys to everyone that voted on this week's video. I never would have done this one without you guys. I'm probably going to start doing the polls hopefully every week when I get the ideas for multiple different videos, and letting you guys shape and choose the content that you want to see, because it's been a lot of fun seeing what you guys are really interested in. So definitely stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for the Discord, stay tuned for the Japanese Selvedge Denim documentary coming out, and stay tuned for my magazine that I'm still working on. I can't wait to drop it. And with that being said, guys, thank you guys again, and I'll see you next week.